Colorado. It's been my home almost all my life, and I love it. From its low-lying grasslands to the high Rocky Mountains, it is truly something you have to see to believe. The Rockies. Now there's a sight. Snow-capped peaks in pure majesty that have fascinated onlookers for centuries. Those mountains are probably what Colorado is most well known for. There is a lesser-known area of Colorado, though. It's the grasslands, in the eastern part of the state. We call it the Front Range. That's my territory. I'm the head of a regional railroad out there. We're not very well known, but we're kept plenty busy. Our main line runs from Trinidad to Denver and then cuts west to the town of Wolfram. We handle a great deal of general freight and intermodal traffic. We also serve numerous local industries. That's just the freight side of things, though. We also run a very complete passenger service. We do it all. Probably the most unique aspect of our operations, though, is our motive power. Having been a small-time regional for most of our existence, we were always operating second-hand locomotives. This got rather out of hand in the 1950s, when many used steam locomotives became available. My dad went on a buying spree of sorts, and we ended up with a very large fleet of steam locomotives. My dad promised to keep them running as long as possible, and, well, here we are, well over 60 years later, and these grand old machines are still going strong. On the road to Denver. It's surprising that not many people know that we exist. Then again, an American railroad keeping steam power along in communist China is rather unusual. I think people hear about our line but write it off as some stupid rumor. I decided to try and get the word out that our railroad really exists and invited a camera crew to come and look around. I was going to give them a great tour and introduce them to some of our locomotives. I was, at least until I forgot about them coming.
Mr. Duncan, they're here.
Huh? What? Who? What?
The camera crew you invited to the railroad, they're here.
What camera crew?
The one you wanted to get to do a documentary on our operations here, remember?
Oh, crap! Yeah. Ow. I'll be with you gentlemen in just a moment. What on earth am I supposed to do with them?
Didn't you set up a tour for them?
No! Yes! Everything else got in the way. What am I supposed to do with them?
There's some activity down in the yard, isn't there?
If there isn't, someone's slacking off.
Then just take them down to the yard, introduce them to the switcher, show them around, you know, the whole tourist bit.
Brilliant!
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mr. Bradley Duncan, Chief Executive Officer of the Trinidad Denver Western Railroad.
Today I'd like to, drat, you're not filming.
We usually don't film, unless we expect something worth filming.
Yes, well... Anyways, I'd like to take you all on a tour of our railroad today. We'll start in the northernmost hub, the Denver Yards and Locomotive Facility.
Lead the way.
This way, gentlemen. This is the Roundhouse, the center of locomotive maintenance and operations on our railroad. We have a number of these all over the system, and they serve as sheds for storing locomotives overnight and workshops for light maintenance.
I thought I told you foamers to get out of here.
Roswell! They're not foamers. I invited them to film the railroad for television.
Television?
Yeah, television.
What, well, I'll be back.
Hey, Randall, what's cooking?
Huh? Oh, hi, boss. We're finishing up a test fire on number 7. We're going to bring him out here in just a moment. What's with the paparazzi?
These gentlemen are considering doing a documentary on our railroad. I'm showing them around the... Whoa, 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 whoa! Wait, number 7 is running?
Yeah, we're done with this rebuild. We're just making sure everything is working as it should. If your camera guys want pictures, set up somewhere around here. We'll bring number 7 out and put a show on for you.
And how was I not informed of Bradley's overhaul?
Chuck, you set up over there. I'll set up here.
Will do.
Guys, when was I... Oh, never mind. How you doing, Bradley? Why, Mr. Duncan, I'm feeling great. Best I've been in a decade. I've been missing the high iron, though. I hope I can get back out there. You will soon enough, old boy.
I'm ready for your televisionism raise. Just try and get me.
Roswell. Excuse the nutcase of a locomotive, gentlemen. Let me introduce you to our local switch engine. His name is Sammy. This way, if you please. Hey, Sammy! I got a TV crew here who want to talk with you. No cameras. Witness protection, remember? Right. Aha! Now this should be of interest to you.
Jesus, Jiminy Christ! Daggone trespassers!
This guy's nuts. I think that's all we need for now, Mr. Duncan. We'll be in touch.
Yeah. Got plenty. See you around.
Wait, gentlemen,
Now just what in Sam Hill's going on? Who were they?
I was trying to stir up some interest in our railroad with that television crew. Doesn't seem to gone all that well.
Seems that we've got enough interest as is. Plus I know what it looks like when people start clamoring to see a steam train pass. Believe me, that ain't something we want round here.
True. Well, have a good run, Big Tex. I'm going to go see how things are going with Bradley.
The number 7? Oh yeah, they're gonna do a test fire on him today.
Was I the only one who didn't know about this?
It seems so.
Right. See you later, Big Tex.
Have a good one, boss.
So, what's the state of things? How's Bradley here doing?
He's holding pressure just fine. Mr. Schoenberger is up in the cab doing some final checks on a few components.
I feel like I belong out on the main line. Soon enough, Bradley. Soon enough. Hey, old Len!
Afternoon, Mr. Duncan.
When were you gonna tell me that you had number 7 here in for an overhaul?
Well, I was gonna tell you about this next week. That way I could get everything finalized before you showed up in here.
Well, heavens to Betsy, why would you hide something from me like that? I'm named after the damned thing, after all. No offense, old boy. None taken.
Well, I was kind of trying to hide it because the last time I rebuilt one of the older locomotives, you hung around here so much and you were continuously asking what we were doing and when it'd be done. You set us behind 2 weeks. With all due respect, sir, you did kind of get in our way.
Yeah, I kinda did.
Alright, I think that should do it for the tests. Hey, Randall!
Yes, Mr. Schoenberger?
Go tell the yard goat he can use track 3 again, would you?
Yes, sir.
Alright, the local switching work is done. And if you get any phone calls about a boxcar knocking a dent into a warehouse wall, it wasn't me. Well, hey, it's been a long time since I've seen you up and about. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm told I've had a lot of running gear work, new flues, and some new stay bolts, too.
I'd believe it, considering how long you've been out of action.
I'm taking a union break.
More like I'm taking a union break.
We both are.
Sure.
Randall, where'd you put the paperwork for Bradley? I need to sign that off before I forget about it.
Right here, Mr. Schoenberger.
Alright, number 7 is ready for road testing. Randall, get the men to work on 5442's replacement feed water heater, and also, if you would please get me the on-call crew out here for number 7's ferry move. Also, grab me a coffee on your way in.
Yes, sir.
Afternoon, Lynn.
Afternoon, Vince. You two are taking number 7 on a road test out to Wolfram and back. Fresh out of the shops, so keep an eye and an ear open. Don't take it too fast. Let the valves warm up and stuff. You shouldn't have any problems, except for maybe your cab rider.
Hi there. Remember me?
Oh, drat.
Yes, I do.
I'm sorry to saddle you boys with that. Good luck out there.
Well, we going or what?
Coming, Mr. Duncan. We're going to have to turn around for the run to Wolfram. On the table for us, Dylan.
On it.
Hey guys, I found one!
What on earth did you find now, Roswell?
A canteen! You never know when the government might start putting mind-controlling chemicals in the water, and I want to have a clean supply of the stuff ready to go.
You might as well store water in a piece of Swiss cheese, Roswell. Put that in the scrap siding, please.
Oh, well then, can you make it into a mock-up of me to fool those flying saucers?
No, Roswell. Put it back now.
Oh, I get it. I'm on to you, KBI. I see right through you, FGB.
Things I had to put up with here. He'll be back in about 15 minutes with another crackpot idea. You folks might want to hit the road before he fills the yard later with more junk.
Right, here we go.
Called the dispatcher earlier, there's no other traffic out that way. You're clear all the way to Wolfram. Just take it a little easy.
Thanks, Lynn.
Hey, Vince. I'd like to take the throttle on the way out to Wolfram.
I'm still getting paid, right?
Of course.
Then be my guest.
Man, you don't know how good it is to be back in this seat. I'm happy to have you in that seat, too. Well, boys, let me show you how I used to get this guy up to speed like we weren't pulling anything.
We aren't pulling anything.
That's beside the point. Watch this!
Hey, slow down! Take it easy! Screw it. Why do I even bother? I swear that man is gonna be the death of me someday.
Man, they've certainly cleaned this track up since I was last here. Yeah, they struck oil in the gorge, and that really saved the line. We were beginning to consider abandoning it, but Northern Petroleum single-handedly brought back enough traffic to revive Track 2. Combine that with the renewed commuter traffic, this line is going pretty strong. That's good to hear. By the way, are those lunatic miners still in the area? Yep. And still don't know how to handle dynamite. Blew up one of their own machines accidentally last week. Some things never change. And they still say there are dragons down there. I'll believe that when I see it.
Ditto.
Wow, that looks like a whole new station. It is, like I said, commuter trains. Wait a moment, I know you've been out for a while. Have you met Herbert? Who? He's an F-40, relatively new around here, handles the commuter service. Never heard of him. I'll introduce you to him once we get back to the yards in Wolfram. He should still be there. Alrighty.
Hey, Bradley, welcome back.
Hey, thanks, Harris. It's good to be back.
We're coming up on East Wolfram now. I suggest easing up, Mr. Duncan. We don't want to tear off the rails at the yard entrance.
Right. Slowing up.
You never know what you're going to see on this railroad. Another steamer. You the newest addition to the museum's operating fleet?
What? No! I'm a full-fledged roster member of the TD&W. I take regular assignments. Easy, old boy. Herbert, meet Bradley. He's one of the true veterans of our railroad, and he's fresh out of an overhaul. You would do well to get to know him. He's forgotten more about running trains than you've ever known.
Yes, sir. Excuse me, I got a commuter run to get to.
I don't like him.
Who does?
He's still relatively new here, though I'd wish he'd shrink that ego before it shrinks him.
Well, 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 look who's back. It's Ultron's favorite.
What's this? Roast Bradley night? You know, those are strong words coming from someone completely full of themselves for being in a photo, a single photo, in which the viewer can't even see your number.
That's of no consequence. Mr. Link said I was his favorite subject.
Doubt it.
Good to see you again, Winston. But get moving. You're blocking the way.
Whose way?
With a firebox that size? Everybody's.
Well.
Yeesh, Bradley. Just remember you will have to work with people here. Sorry, boss. Let me go check in with the yardmaster right quick.
Right.
Hiya, Sam.
Good afternoon, Mr. Duncan. I'll be right with you. Yes, that's right. Put those on 2. Also, clear out 4. The Latco guys will be bringing more spoil out of the mines. Yardmaster out. Mr. Duncan, I got a message asking for you to call someone when you got here. Phone number's on my desk.
Thanks.
Front Range Reductions, Jack speaking.
Yes, this is Mr. Bradley Duncan of the Trinidad Denver Western. I got a message asking me to call this number.
Mr. Duncan, yes. I wanted to ask you something. I showed our producers the footage we shot today, and they believe that there is great potential for a show. Would you and your company be interested in Front Range Productions producing a television series on the history of your railroad?
Would I ever? I just need to get the board's approval. Meet me at our headquarters at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, and we'll see what they have to say. Sound good?
Absolutely. We'll see you then.